the producer even has power over the director.
Yeah. Sometimes they choose the director.
Yeah.
So it's like they have more power.
That's true. Yeah, you're the team manager. They're just the coach.
Yeah.
And so that they make all the
Yo.
calls on the floor, but
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're coming in good.
Ooh, oh.
Yo. Oh, you know what? Yo.
Hey.
Yo. Welcome to the 3-0. Yo. Okay, it's good. Go ahead.
Hey. What's going on, man?
You're
You good?
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
yo.
Busta Rhymes. Yo.
Good.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much at the same volume.
All right, cool.
I feel like the gain is the one that's so powerful.
Okay,
Gain is kind of crazy because it's like when I turn the gain up, like that becomes amplified 10 times.
Oh,
Like
I see what you're saying. It picks up everything.
It picks up the vibrations.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it picks the voice up too, but the vibrations are fucking crazy.
That's too much, though.
Yeah.
You get a lot of distortion.
Yo. Okay.
Yeah.
That's perfect now.
All right.
It still sounds digital, like the way.
Oh no, I turned all that off.
Okay.
I turned that off.
Right.
I turned all that off. Yo. I just want to make sure none of these buttons are doing anything because things got changed around.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Yeah.
I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. All right. So we gonna run the intro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because oh wait, we can bring him in on the third one.
Yeah.
Let's bring him in. Okay. So
he was like, "What?"
Oh, I bet I jumped in.
Yeah. No, it's okay. So pretty much this is our regular intro.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 3 Oak Podcast. But you can come in on the third one if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you come in on the third one and then it'll go right around the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, y'all ready? Welcome
Welcome.
to the 3 Oak Podcast where even the artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shane M. Petty.
And Jeff.
Yo, and we are here. So, that shit was so cool how it worked out.
Just one name, like Prince. No.
It does sound good when that third. Remember we talked about that day one?
Yeah.
It's just fitting. It's like
Because we talked about it day one, how when we do that, it's like when the guest comes in, they can jump in with the welcome, especially if
you're right. Yeah.
Remember, we haven't talked about that. Literally, that was like
Yeah.
day one, episode one conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
so
really like you're part of the cast as opposed to
Just a guest.
just
Yeah.
being a
guest,
guest.
yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so pretty much we're episode 5 now.
Yeah.
So we've gotten our feet wet. Technically, after a lot of spaced out, we've got our feet wet on a weekly basis, like 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Was it been about?
Yeah, it had to be.
It's
Yeah,
been-
'cause, I mean, we took a break, but it was maybe a week long.
That's
If I'm
right,
not
because
afraid, yeah.
I was dropping more than one a week
Yeah.
to catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
So now we're caught up.
we're caught up. Yeah, this comes out Wednesday, so it's like Sunday
Yeah.
right now.
right on
Yeah,
schedule.
yeah.
Record.
Yeah.
And so I feel like now that we got our feet wet, it's time for us to like actually come together. But not that we haven't been coming together, but like come together to the point where people find out what goals and objectives for the podcast. Because we're not here to literally just talk shit the whole time. We still, at the end of the day, we're trying to make a business out of something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we like to get paid off things that we enjoy to do. So
It's a little deeper than that.
It's a little bit deeper. It's a little bit deeper than just kind of just shooting the breeze with my nigga on the microphone every week.
Yeah.
We're here for a reason. So it's like, why not we all just come together on the air for episode 5, which is today. Go through what we want. We'll go ahead, take down what we want to do, the direction of the show, expectations people have of each other, of themselves, skills they want to learn, things of that nature. So I think that'll be a good episode, and we can jump it off. So
you guys get to watch the process.
You get to watch the process pretty much.
Improving
So.
the show.
Yep.
Yeah, because a year
Be a
later,
part of it.
when it's so refined, bruh, it
Yeah.
feels. Oh my god, when it's so refined, and
When
the
it's
thing,
secondhand.
When it's
like
secondhand.
a second nature.
Right, yeah.
You know? It's just like, oh,
and the
shit.
best part about it is that it feels good because when it's so refined, but we do it every week, so we're sharp as fuck. We're sharp. You know what I mean? Everything is always on point. It's like when I'll look back at the videos, or when other people look at the videos, they'll be like, "Nah, this shit kind of hit." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's one thing nobody can deny if something is good or not.
Yeah.
Right.
You might not like me,
Right.
they might love me, you might hate me, and fuck it, it's so and so.
Yeah.
But when something's good, people people know it's good. You know what I mean? So that's like the best part. That's the best feeling when it's like it's so good you can't. What are you gonna do about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you know, I think it makes it that much better if the viewers witness the process of you becoming a polished product as opposed to just
exactly
jumping right in. Yeah,
exactly. Then coming in the game polished.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what I'm doing, I'm pretty much gonna put together a document for everything. We'll state the people's job descriptions, what they are to this show, what their title is when they're in this podcast space environment, and then we'll go ahead find out what each other wants. Blase, blase, blah. And that's pretty much how we're going to do today's episode. We can do that for however long it takes. And then after that, we can get into some other stuff. Because one of the things we're going to talk about is we are going to try to keep a nice little time limit down. Is my lips hitting that shit, like making it shake? You saw that? It was kind of shaking. I don't know. Or maybe that's me. Oh, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, your hand movement.
Yeah, it's my hand. That's what it is. Then for like the last little bit, we could shoot the breeze, do whatever we normally been doing, where we just been doing whatever the fuck we want to do.
We were doing like 45 minutes before we started rolling. Basically,
exactly.
We were going all over the place.
Exactly.
We were talking about things you don't even want to hear about.
Exactly. So stuff like that, like have that actually be structured, and just.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start off from the top of the list. So
it's like organized chaos.
So. The name of this podcast will be the 3 Oak Podcast. The hosts are myself, AJ the Menace, and Shane M. Petty. We have a producer, Jeff. Well, I don't know if you want to put your whole last name. I can't take that
right,
out.
Yeah, we might have to switch that up.
We can take that out. We can take that out.
I guess we can always bleep that out when you edit.
Yeah. And I've been wanting to experiment with the bleep button too.
Okay, that's a good one to start with.
Send me a text message of the time at 7 minutes. Right. Send me a text message of 7 minutes so I know where to go back to in the audio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't have nothing to market with right now.
Okay.
So Jeff will be the producer. So I just wanted we're all going to get together. So I got the definition of both job descriptions. The first one that I have right now is the producer's job description. So a producer's job description, a podcast producer's main responsibilities are to make sure that the host isn't concerned about the administrator or technical side of the podcast. Although in some instances, the producer may also be a host. Due to the small team nature of a podcast, a producer will find them talking on any different job and need to have an incredible varied skill set to do at the job at a professional standard. This depends on the content of the show. The producers may need to travel to interview subjects and capture audio outside of the studio. I don't see how that. I don't know. I mean, shit can crack off at some point. Something literally could go
Somebody
viral.
has to go in the field, man.
Yeah.
Right.
So at something like
what's the weather like?
Something accidentally might really go viral that we put online, and then they're
There's
like
Jeff in the hurricane.
Yeah, and they're like,
that's me on the other side of that.
Yeah, and they're like,
windy out here.
Yeah, and they're like, the email comes in like. Could we have a representative come talk some numbers? Because we'd like to sign y'all to this. You know what I mean? And Jeff might be on the flight in 24 hours. Let's work out this deal. So I guess that's a possibility. I didn't even think of that. So I just found that. So, all right. So, and when it comes to, I would say this too. Like you can answer this on the air if you guys want to. Like the commitment questions or any question that you don't want to like. We can, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of weird, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's like isn't that like a job application?
Kinda. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, you don't have to answer it.
Yeah, we're going for a job we already have.
You screen them. Ask what you think is appropriate for me to answer on.
Exactly.
Just set me up that way. Don't set me up for failure here.
Exactly. Okay. That's exactly what I'm saying. So, okay. I'll move it like that.
Here?
I'm like, well, that sounds kind of like some kind of personal.
That sounds like, man, if I don't answer correctly,
so
I'm going to get fired.
Exactly.
I haven't even started yet.
Yeah, so but it's not like that. But y'all know what I'm trying to avoid. You know what I'm saying? The main task. So this is a radio host job description. The main task of a radio host is to entertain an audience during a given time slot. Many radio personalities work at prime time during the morning or evening rush hours. This is actually literally radio, so time does not matter for us. Radio personalities have all genres of radio, including talking, news, sports, and music. The more listeners a radio personality has, the more the station can charge sponsors for advertising time. To fill the time, radio personalities can present skills, take inputs from the audience, or interview special guests. And then there's a whole secondary part, but
Yeah.
so we all kind of know what kind of job description, what our titles actually mean.
Yeah.
When we're all here together or whatever.
Right.
So then at this point, like, we can just pretty much go into some of these. What do you like? What do you want to get out of doing this podcast? I mean, we can go around the room. I can start if y'all want.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not a problem.
Get rich.
Yeah. So, what we want to get out of this podcast. So, what I want to get out of this podcast is like actually some shit that's actually just like some fire content. You know what I mean? Like some fire content, some refined fire content, where it's like when we all get together, we have it just clicking. We have it clicking so well that it doesn't seem like it's scripted, but even though we have fully strategized every movement, you know what I mean? But we do it so easily, it's second nature, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I want to get out of this podcast. I definitely just want to have more content out all around generally, because even if I'm doing music, I don't do that as often. So this could be like, I really enjoy this because I really enjoy listening to podcasts. Mm-hmm. So I think I feel pretty much fucking like lost my train of thought.
Oh shit! See, that's what happens.
That's what happens.
Coke, nah.
Yeah. So I just think it'd be so ill if we actually had just like this solid content brand 3 Oak podcast that people actually enjoy, because I know how much a podcast can mean to somebody.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I can give that to like a group of people, like 50 regular listeners every single week, solid committed fans, or not even fans, just people that like actually fuck with what we're doing, that would mean so much to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's something I want, just like a nicely clean, polished content, just a beautiful work of art. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, so that's definitely something I'm going for. Having a more online presence, just content, because I want to make a career out of doing anything social media, using myself, my personality. Yeah. That is my all-around goal. I can't see myself working in the office for the rest of my life. I know how to fake the funk long enough, but I know deep in my heart I can't do this shit forever. Anyway, it's not me. This shit it'll kill me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but just like when I go to work, that shit feels like I'm clocking in to like pick cotton or some shit. Even though it's not literally. That's how I feel, though. You know what I mean? Other people can turn that off. It's different for them, but I have to be doing something that I actually enjoy. And if I can make something like this, talking to y'all or anybody, or meeting all these different people, interviewing them, and making a living off that, that'll be the shit. You know what I mean? And then
some people do.
There's and there's so many examples.
And I mean, I think it's a good thing because we were all friends anyway, so it's just friends talking. And
exactly. Just put more structure in these type of interactions.
Right. Yeah. So I think that's something that not a lot of people have done, and that's a unique perspective on it. And so that some things,
you know?
So that's definitely something I want to get out of this podcast. So I mean,
like I was saying, like, and mine isn't that far from yours, but the other thing I would just like add is just like. What I want to get out of this is just like more structure. It's a little more tighter, and even if in our like little solo ventures, that could also advertise the podcast itself. Like our separate social medias and all that stuff, to draw attention to the podcast. So that's what I'd like to get out of it. Different segments. That has different, topics. We didn't mention sports. I'm not the sports guy, but
I'm not either.
You're not.
You know the most about sports.
I watch sports. I'm a fan of football.
Yeah.
And I watch basketball a little bit, but that's my problem. I'm not a sports analyst.
Oh,
so I don't. Yeah. There's so many out there that I would hate to be on here talking shit and looking like
I know what you're,
right. And that's so. Yeah. I like the idea that you're right. Like I like the fact that we could have content lined up that that's nice. We already know what we're gonna we have that idea there. But I think that it'd be really good if we can just pick. If we can really choose very closely which topics we decide to talk about.
Yeah.
Because it's something that, because like I said, I'm not a sports analyst or political
Me
analyst,
neither.
any of these things.
Yeah,
but I think that,
Me neither, dog.
But I
So
think
if
that
you're here
you have
for
a
that-
perspective that's
Yeah.
like we
You're in
see
the wrong
it in a
place.
way.
I can't tell you about
Yeah.
the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry,
if
I
you're
don't
here
know.
for
Right.
sports or like heavy political like in-depth talk, you are in the wrong place, my
Yeah.
nigga.
Right.
So go ahead and just back out. We can still
I
fuck
could
with each
do
other.
the political
shit,
talk.
yeah.
I just don't like talking about politics.
I feel like
it just drains me. Man.
I like, and not even
this
trying
whole
to be
Trump shit
ignorant,
is
but
just
I don't watch the news that often. I'm not really keeping up, so I couldn't even feed into anything that you might say. All I could literally be like, "Damn, that's crazy." You know what I mean?
That's your only input. Yeah,
That shit's crazy. It's too much, bro. It's just like
Yeah.
lending all that knowledge.
Especially, and like I said, it's ironic that I'm getting political right now, but just like with the whole Trump thing, it's just like I've kind of like tuned
Yeah.
out.
Kinda took a step
it's
back.
a freak
Right.
show, man. It's not
Yeah.
even real. You know, it's like, is this
And
real?
you have to watch out now too. Also, especially if you get popular, if we get the point at which we get a following, whatever the case, libel is a real thing. It's slander in the
like-
vocal form. So if you speak if you speak lies about someone who is famous, something like that, they
Yeah.
can sue you blind. So
Oh, yeah, that's
so
true.
we have to
That's
watch out for
true.
things like
Yeah,
that. You
that's
have to make sure
true.
we have to. That's why you have interns and people
Yeah.
working for you. You have people who, when you have a real news show, you have to have people checking your facts and double checking them
yeah.
and things like that. I don't want to.
And we don't have
I don't
to-
want
yeah,
to.
we don't-
I don't want to be giving people information that's not.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be known that it is definitely an opinionated thing a
Yeah.
lot of times, and that's. But
Yeah.
I want it to be a lot of fun. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Like that's
Yeah.
entertaining. You know.
And the last thing is just like, like I know my strength is kind of just movies, but I don't mean like, we'd sit here and like analyze movies and shit,
Right.
or we go see a movie and then review it or whatever. My only thing was be like, at some point I would just be like, hey, these movies are coming out this week, or this movie's coming out next month or something like that. Do you think that looks interesting? Do you not?
Yeah.
Just add that to it.
Yeah, I'm totally with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that'll be a part of the segments, pretty
Yeah.
much subgenre, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess I pretty much got most of it. I got everything that you said.
Yeah.
I know what I put. I'm gonna need to put mine in later, but I'll do that later. I'll just put y'all's down for now.
Yeah.
But
Like, for instance, I think, isn't it this Friday? As an example, this Friday, the Tupac movie is coming. Is it this Friday? I think it's this
I
Friday.
actually don't know.
Tupac movie is coming
Yeah.
out either this
It
Friday
is.
or next Friday.
I think it's
Is it
this Friday. I think it is.
coming
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
That one is just like, it kind of snuck up on me. I was just like,
And
holy shit.
I feel like
I saw
like
trailers for years.
it's gonna sneak up on everyone in more than one way, y'all.
yeah.
I really do.
Yeah. I'm
feel
gonna be
like-
interested to
I
see
feel like y'all
what it
might be
does.
disappointed.
Oh, you seen it already?
I mean, we all know how this story begins
Oh.
It
and ends.
is. Yeah, that's a
and
fact.
also, it's just, what are they gonna do? Talk about some Illuminati shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where else can
Yeah.
where can you take that otherwise?
I
And,
remember director John Singleton, who did Too Fast, Too Furious, Boys in the Hood. He was trying to get a Tupac movie made, but then they were saying, I think he said, the people who he was pitching the idea to, they were trying to tell him how Tupac is. And he was like, I know the guy, I knew the guy, we worked together. Poetic Justice, I directed that with him in it. And they were trying to tell me how to direct or how to tell Tupac's story. And I'm like, he was saying it's kind of like watered down.
Yeah.
So he's saying that he's not going to support the movie. I don't know what that says or anything.
that's
but
a
it's
bad
just
way to start it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, yo. I don't feel like it's not even as powerful as I feel like it should. When the Biggie movie came out, I feel like
Right.
we niggas went.
It feels a little low budget to me.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
thing-
Something about it's not really got a whole force behind it.
For as big as Tupac's fan base is in general,
It's real quiet out here.
why is the only celebrity that I recognize in this movie Michonne? And it's terrible. I don't know her real name.
Michelle.
I apologize to what her
Michelle
real. Is that what? Yeah, I think that's
Michelle,
right.
yeah, the one with the high pitched voice.
right.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
She's the mom.
She's the only one that-
she's
oh,
his
the mom.
mother.
Trying to get
yeah.
a check. Okay.
Yeah.
And 'cause she's a good actress, but
Yeah.
It seems like I haven't checked the budget on the film, but it seems like less push than Straight Outta Compton, because Straight Outta Compton, shit
that
was
good,
advertised. Yeah, but it was advertised like hell
knew
beforehand.
It was, right.
Like, you know,
we don't even know when this movie's coming out. Honestly,
Ice Cube
so
and
that's the
Dr. Dre,
right.
they were doing like commercials and shit for it, and you
like
knew
the,
like when that shit was coming out.
The fact that y'all
didn't
jump immediately to be like it's coming out on Friday, you weren't sure. He knew.
I saw a couple,
but it's like we knew when the NWA movie was coming out, and
like, oh shit, that's
we knew
August,
that shit.
whatever.
I will be there. You know what I mean?
The soundtrack came out, and you know it was just like a big celebrated thing. Yeah, Compton album came out or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, but this one is kind of just like, the Tupac movie's coming. Yeah,
it's just kind of they kind of snuck it in there, but they've been promoting it.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been hearing or seeing some kind of rough promo for this year, right?
Or like a trailer
at least
or something.
A year and a half.
Yeah, I saw a trailer last year, I think.
And don't let it be a big letdown. That's gonna be a sad, sad day.
Yeah.
I feel like they spent half their budget trying to find a dude that looks this much and sounds that much like Tupac.
Yeah.
That was probably really difficult.
Yeah.
But
we don't even know if he
hell, that might
yet,
be Tupac.
Yeah. Oh shit! Right.
That might be
he
actually
didn't
Tupac.
He's
that man is
acting
just
his own fucking
acting
story.
In his own he would be acting way better than that.
It's true
because Tupac could act. But all right, let's get back on. So that.
Oh yeah. So but that was an example of what I was saying. So bring up a movie topic and then we just like spitball. Like, do we think it's gonna be good or whatever?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
so
I got no problem
example.
with that. We definitely gonna do that. So I got you down. What about you?
All right, let's see. So what I want out of this is definitely to give perspective, to hopefully talk about topics that people are interested in. That's why I think it would be a good idea almost to hopefully maybe we can get some comments going and then begin to bring the viewers into the podcast itself, and that they get to hear things they want to talk about, that they want to hear us talk about.
Yeah.
Because those things, I think that because the big topics, like you said, you're going to have to get political sometimes, things like that. We don't necessarily have to take it there. Yeah. But I think I wanted to keep it lighter, talk about some speech-worthy topics, but not too heavy, but something light, something fun. You can just, and I think that as long as we keep it in that realm, I think that's what I would like to see out of this.
What about you, like in particular, like
Adam?
Like,
so I think.
Wait, that kind of does answer that question. Sorry.
Yeah.
That I was like.
Repeat yourself.
I
didn't hear you.
I was kind of mixing in like a second question for some reason. I know what I was doing. I know what I was trying to do, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what we all want from the podcast. So what kind of directions do we see? We kind of just covered that a little bit.
Oh yeah. It seems like it was a mixture. Like we were going.
It was a mixture.
We were covering a lot in a little.
Okay, so how about this? Because this is one. What kind of skills would you like to develop doing this?
I suck at everything, man. Skills I like to develop.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it would go back to structure, but I
have one. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but like my structure skills, kind of like master.
Okay,
that,
okay. Be able to master the art of the conversation and the structure, kind of.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
For me personally, I'd like to experience what it's like to be to do as a team, to put something together this is an art. As a team we create something that's in which, because I feel like life is just so entertaining on its own. So yeah, I feel like that would be really cool for us to put a product together.
Yeah.
I've never really been a part of that necessarily. So I think that it would be an interesting transformation there.
Yeah.
Definitely over time.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, you were jotting down what we were saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to write it down.
He's like, what's that? The person?
Because I want to make sure. Because I want to make sure, like, it just when we can all read, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
When everybody's while we're all here, it's just gonna feel better. You know what I mean.
Right.
And then, at the same time, since I've kind of brought us all together, like we should do this. Like, I want to make sure I can do whatever I can to make sure y'all get what you want out of this as well.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Because if that's what you want, I'm gonna do whatever I can to get y'all there as well. You know, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
So did y'all have any more skills that y'all want to add? Because I am writing these down. that you might want to develop? You can always come back and get to it later.
Yeah,
and
we
can
if
add
I
to
think
it.
about anything,
Right.
Yeah,
I'll come
if
back
you
to
can think about it, then y'all can always come back. We
Yeah.
can update this. So I know one of the skills that I really want to master, or I want to master the interviewing skill.
Oh, hey, I didn't even think about that.
I want to
that's one
master
I'd
how to
actually
do
like
interviews.
I'd like to get used to.
Yeah.
You know, like
Definitely
like
a technique
giving
to that.
follow up questions.
Yeah,
you know,
so
and having
that's-
questions ready.
I want to be. I want to learn how to actually get in there, still be myself to the point where like I'm intaking and I'm listening.
But engage.
I'm engaged and I'm
Right.
not because I get so hype into shit. I'd be cutting people off all the fucking time. You know what I mean? So because I just get so into it, but I have to learn. I want to learn how to control my excitement, hear what the person's saying, know how to still remain in pocket by not trying to kill my excitement too much, and keep the conversation and questions rolling, infused into the conversation. Like that's something I really want to, because I feel like now that I've gotten more into like podcasting, radio, it's just so dope how like I always forget. So interviewing could be one of two things. It could just be a conversation, but you could tell when they don't have anything to conversate about. Like, you know how good it felt when we did the hip hop podcast because we did have some sort of mission that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like same with interviewing. So somebody can come in here. I want to make sure that I've thought together nice, solid 10 to 15 questions that at some point I can lose my list of questions, but still in my conversation just keep asking questions
and then flow
keep
right into the next question.
Yeah, because
so
you
speaking of that,
because when you because I feel like when you really get in conversation with somebody, sometimes you kind of forget to ask questions because it just shit just starts flying left and right, and you kind of just forget to ask questions. And I know I'm one of those people where if I'm really into the conversation, I guess it'll be easier because it's not like I just met the person, but I know I'm interviewing. But that's still something I want to learn how to master and be really good at.
Yeah.
Another skill that I want to put together is like getting my engineering shit right because I've never done it, but this thing is not that bad. So but I do see why, man, the stress I used to see your brother's face in.
Oh yeah.
I
Turning
see it.
knobs.
I
man.
see it.
Knob
You saw how I was reacting when
Yeah.
I came in my hair. I said, "Nigga, all the shit has changed."
Yeah.
It's a complicated machine.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like
It's like they fucking change by themselves when in the
and
middle
it's
of the
like,
night.
and the thing that pisses you off is like, you can't just spin them back and assume they're gonna be there. You have to kind of test all them shits too. So it's like I'm just picturing back watching your brother like
When he was twisting
one
knobs and
fucking
shit.
thing on the computer,
Oh, on
and
the
he just
computer,
can't figure
yeah,
out
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's that small detail. He's like, "Yo, this one fucking thing."
Yeah.
That nigga used to sometimes that shit'd catch him up for 30
Bang the
minutes.
table.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And he's just trying to fix one fucking thing on there. And that's,
Yeah.
I feel him now. I completely understand everything he was doing. But like, so yeah, engineering skill, because at that point, that's going to help. Because I want to be able to record myself as well so I can send MIDI vocals.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to perfect the interviewing, engineering, and personality and just, and the same as you said, pretty much structure. Even when we don't have an interview, have such structured conversations where we don't go off too often or too unorganized. It's always just wraps back up. Because
We want to keep the viewers engaged.
keep the viewers engaged, because some people really do like to hear people ramble off and lose the trail of the conversation. But then there's a majority of people subconsciously love a good structure, but it just sounds like when they go off, it never goes too far.
It's
You
like
know what
going
I mean?
off the road.
Yes,
It was like,
exactly.
stay
Run
on
off
the
the
path.
road.
For that one person that you
I like you
do
swerving
like
a little
that,
bit.
yeah,
Yeah,
one
I like-
person that likes that, there's three people that probably are saying you're on a rant.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
Exactly,
So that's- you
exactly.
gotta
So I
watch
want to
out for
avoid that conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or sometimes, like, I watched like our early episodes, and we'd be talking about something, and then like one of us is gonna start another conversation, but then like we start another one, but then we were gonna make a point,
exactly.
but then
And
we
the
forgot
point-
to make that point because we forgot we even said.
See, that's something I'm trying to completely eliminate. Not eliminate it crazy, but if you do eliminate it, be self-aware enough to bring it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or I remember, like, I made a point, and then like we trailed off somewhere, and then like 25 minutes later, I was like, oh yeah, like I was saying, 25
exactly.
minutes after,
Imagine
right
how
back to
crazy that
25.
sounds for the viewers.
And
You
they
know what I
probably
mean?
forgot we were even talking
Yeah.
about that too.
And we forgot it.
Yeah.
And I think that's where having in front of you having a set
set
schedule
list
there
of-
or something.
Cleans that up.
That'll make it that much easier. Yeah. And if you can just put your cursor on what we're on right now, you will
Yeah.
never lose that, and
And
we can just
check
go
it
to the
off,
next one.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably your best bet, just so that we can keep the conversation flowing. We don't want to get caught up on anything for too long.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, even as the producer, because that's what the producers on the podcast that I listen to, like they have like they might develop talking points. So like me and all of us will come up with some, and then they come up with some, and then when they go off course, sometimes they be like, "Hey, you know what I mean? Like keep keep that moving. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, one of the podcasts that I watch, they're really into like Star Wars. So every time like somebody is trailing off into a conversation, the host would say like, I guess somebody in Star Wars says this like, "Stay on target, stay on target." You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Bring
right.
it back.
And it's funny, like everybody kind of because you'll develop your own way of doing it as well.
Yeah.
But because so you're gonna develop your own way of doing it as well. But I think it's funny because so one podcast I listened to, I think she provides it sounds like she provides a talking list for each week for the people to talk about. They always do their own thing, but she gives them points every so often when they trail off too much.
Yeah.
She filters through and sends them the emails from the viewers to read. These are the ones you read on air.
Yeah.
I already went through most of them. And then, so that's like her job kind of thing. Now, then there's Charlamagne's podcast on Brilliant Idiots. Their producer, Chris Monroe, he's more of a fact checker guy. So he fact checks, he engages in the conversation because he knows about things that are just completely separate. So he's sitting back listening to the conversation the whole time. And if me and you are going off too much, they'll be like, he'll come in and be like, no. So real quick before y'all go off to these are the facts on this is the order that it went in. He
Yeah.
kind of comes in and just lays down facts,
Yeah.
just points. He throws a point or two and then he disengages.
Yeah.
It's funny because every podcast I listen to, they all kind of do. Oh, he tells them, he'd be like, "Okay, yo, come on, chill with talking about rape. Like, we have to move to another topic." You know what I mean? Like, he's like, "Keep it fucking moving."
It's like, I don't
You
even know how we got here.
yeah. Like, if it's going off too wild for him, and he's just like, "Y'all just rambling right now."
Right.
Like, he cuts all the ramble out because when they go at it, sometimes he's just like, "Come on, y'all." Like, you can just hear him in the back, like. They're like, okay, relax, man. We will get back to the point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they'll get back on point. You know,
Yeah.
like because they lost themselves in the conversation. So it's just funny how
That happens, man. You know,
It
when you're
does.
deep in conversation,
And
you get
it's-
lost in it.
And if somebody's always back there consciously looking at making sure the quality is always good, because me and you might get too into it and we might lose quality even though we're having a good time. If somebody
Right.
else
Yeah.
from the outside, he's got the objective opinion where
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
he's looking at it,
it still needs to be a good quality content regardless of how good this conversation is. Y'all need to clean this shit up a little bit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That
Yeah.
makes sense. It's like it's the producers, therefore the producer is worried about the final product.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you're
the
producer.
final
That
product
makes-
needs to
it's-
look
yeah.
good, you know,
And I guess
so-
in the name there and that's I'm the producer's supposed to step back, take a bigger picture.
Exactly.
And
Be able to look.
'Cause he's not exactly
Yeah.
listening. He's not really in it. Yeah, he's
Right.
just observing everything and just
Yeah,
you know,
the
it's also
overall.
calling the show and editing the show in real time.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah. Directing and editing in the same in real
Yeah.
time.
Like directing traffic.
blowing up. I guess I had no service for a minute.
Oh,
for
They
real?
all coming in hot.
yeah, I had like 6. Oh, shit.
Interview.
Well, are you looking at the next question?
Yeah, so I'm writing down. I think I said all that shit. And all I remember is I said his interviewing skills. Fuck it. But it's all right though. I guess because we kind of answered this other one. Like, what direction do you guys see this going?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of direction do you want to see this podcast going?
Oh, didn't you say like maybe at some point it'd be cool if we actually had like advertisers and shit?
Exactly. Yeah. So
So, hey, we got
advertising-
Ice House right here. It
advertising.
tastes good. I haven't drank it yet. I haven't,
So,
taken
yeah.
a swig,
So yeah. So
but I'm sure it's good.
you know, while we're all here,
Ice House.
yeah. So I guess while we're all here, while we all want advertising is definitely something that I want. What about you as well?
Oh yeah.
Well,
that-
we're
that's
all-
what
if-
I-
yeah,
I-
if people-
yeah, we probably
Yeah, people are able to
that's
get
it.
a check off of that. That'd be very nice.
Yeah,
you
that'd
know
be
what
cool.
I mean?
I was
So,
like, shit,
yeah.
we getting paid for this?
Exactly. Yeah.
I have no plans on selling my soul to plug somebody's product.
Oh yeah.
Me
Yeah,
neither.
stream,
Me
but-
neither. And
Oh,
if it-
yeah.
But Yes, but I agree.
Yeah,
I think,
just put it on the table.
Yeah,
exactly.
No,
So-
he just said like,
Just like
he,
that.
he drank
See?
it and he said,
I'm not gonna say to
It's
drink
our
Ice
house.
House, but
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
But,
not
you know,
about to
you
be
drank
on
it.
here with a bottle of wine. Like, drink this wine because I don't really fuck with wine, to be honest
Right.
with you. Like if it's
Wine
some
in a
wine,
box.
yeah, if it's some wine shit, whoever at the
True.
table likes wine, y'all could do the advertising because I don't know that shit.
Right,
you know?
yeah.
if
I
it's
don't
good, it's good.
Yeah, I don't want to water down
Yeah.
your brand.
You see,
so-
like what's his name? Anthony Fantano does.
Fantano,
Yeah,
yeah.
lately, like
Oh, I haven't been
in the
watching them
beginning-
lately.
Yeah, well, not all of his reviews, but like every once in a while, I guess the ones where he does the tracks of the week or something.
Yes, I have
yeah,
seen him
those
do that.
ones.
I
Like
have
he'll
seen him
spend
do
like
that.
2-3 minutes like advertising like his sponsors and all that stuff. You know, but you see people in the comment section complaining. It's like, man, 3 minutes of you, saying this thing, advertising
true.
this thing, But
got
I
such a
mean,
big
that's
the agreement.
and he's getting paid to do
Right.
that. So it's like he can't help.
You know what
I
it is?
mean, and I've heard
They
like,
kind of. I wonder if they tell you like
That was in the arrangement. That was in his
yeah.
agreement.
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't necessarily have to contract it out that way with your
You don't,
advertising.
you don't.
But he probably took the biggest amount of money, but yet you have to directly plug them.
yeah,
people
yeah.
like him,
And
they're talking about one company for 60 seconds,
Mhm.
and they've cut them a $20,000 check every
Yeah.
week to do that. It's just kind of insane, right?
Yeah.
When you really think
That's
about it,
true.
people at certain levels, but they have 17 of these that they
Yeah,
do
yeah.
throughout the week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, there's a 10 G's here, 15 there, 50 here, 75 here. It's kind of,
Yeah.
man, the thousands add up real quickly all of a sudden. You know what I mean? We get one of those, we'll be like, hell yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
True.
Man, these niggas are getting these shits on fucking
You know what?
5-6 times a day.
Now that I
Yeah.
thought about it, you could always start it like you said. You're right. Just have a product of the day on that.
Yeah,
That's
Just
true. That is
somebody,
true.
we try something new that
That
we
is
know
true.
just
Okay.
came out. Maybe a product or whatever. It could be an album. It could be a food. It could be a new beer that just came out.
Yeah.
Something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's on the table.
Yeah.
Everybody, and if you haven't tried it yet, you try it a little bit on the air.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you because they can't. I mean, I think that at a certain point, if your opinion sounds as though you as those respectable, it'll be respected.
Yeah. I
So-
was just hearing it backfire. Where it's like, yeah, oh, you haven't had this beer? Yeah, try it. The other person, oh, it
You're
tastes like shit.
Right? They're like, it's nasty as hell. And honestly,
He's just joking.
that's fine.
That was his opinion.
You're
but
right.
It might
I
not be
think-
yours. so
Right.
you
that
wanna
would
try
that
it.
would go to prove to whoever that it's an acquired flavor. It's
Yeah,
an acquired
yeah.
taste is not
It's
necessarily
acquired
something that
taste.
everybody
That's-
would like.
That's their brand. It's
They're like, I love Guinness. A lot of people hate Guinness.
yeah.
That's a very common thing.
It's like doesn't mean it's bad.
Right? They're
So
like,
give
why
a
is it
try.
flat?
Yeah.
That's.
I wrote
But
that down.
Yeah.
Products of the week. I got down movies that are about to come out and update. I'll put updates in there
Right.
as well.
Yeah.
it could be anything. It could be it could be something to shave your head.
Yeah,
that you
so
just
I'll move
bought,
to the I'll move to the next part of this document where we can, since we've just started it, go around and talk about segment ideas that we have. So those two, that's what I have right now. Since we just kind of moved into it,
Yeah.
So well go ahead and move to the next part of the document
Okay.
about that. So that was one thing he had. I got down your thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody had anything else that they were thinking of.
Ooh. Because I think all of us kind of float around on social media, of course.
Yeah.
Like Facebook, things like that, all the time anyway. So I think it would be cool to have a segment like it's almost a segment like, what did we dug around on the internet, we picked one thing that's just crazy or funny or just
Okay.
weird. It's like the one I don't you gotta think of some fun, some good name
Yeah.
for it, like the
most wilding thing of the week.
yeah,
Something like
like-
that. Yeah. Okay.
Because
yeah.
literally, as you were like just saying that,
Yeah.
I literally thought that instantly. I was like, and then when you said it, I was like, we on the same wave.
You probably have some shit in your
Because
head right now.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, we can just find the most wilding shit of the week.
Right.
Give it a full platform. Like,
Yeah.
y'all niggas is
set
wilding
up.
out
You
here.
got
like
you gotta check
okay,
this out.
so Tiger just got caught up again,
Yeah.
something like that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That
yeah.
we could pivot that into a whole discussion about black men and how it affects them, how fame and money and
Yeah,
things like
yeah.
that affect the way that you see the world. You know what I mean? And that
Yeah.
dude, like,
Yeah.
for instance, in my opinion, I think when the dude was like doing what he wanted to do, that dude was
Yeah.
playing the hell out of some golf.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
once he got
yeah.
caught
So
up,
I
once
get-
everybody
yeah.
knew and it became a problem, like everybody was in his face, they stressed him out.
Yeah.
Why didn't
That
they
man
just,
you see
why
his
didn't they
mug.
just let him keep getting pussy?
I know that
the
they
fuck
probably
is that
should have.
about,
It's like,
bro?
that's all he
They
wants.
were literally cock blocking him
Yeah.
for no fucking reason.
Yeah, he fucked up.
Yeah.
He should have married some chick that was just good with that, because clearly he was a savage.
Yeah,
So clearly,
yeah,
you just
that's
gotta,
true.
because she
I
wasn't
was
good
think-
with that.
I was thinking that too. Like, if you moving like this hard, well, just find a chick. You got 17. You got
Right.
caught up with 20 chicks. Wife one of them because they know what you're gonna do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm sure that exists.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
sure.
yeah, I'm sure it exists.
Yeah, I'm not saying, like I said, it ain't for everybody, but hey,
Yeah.
because that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
madness. I'm like, that's, and I don't even want to blame it on, because I've heard so many people take the angle on, like, well, that's what happened when you date white women.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not even
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
It's
It's not even about that, y'all.
no.
I don't even think, like, I don't even want to draw that line that way.
Pretty much what he was doing. It's just certain type of people that are built for that shit.
Some people
Yeah,
just built
yeah.
for that.
Some people built for that
Like,
shit. It don't matter
He was
what
just
they
going
fuck-
all out, man.
Yeah, you're right.
was
He was
going
doing the
all-
most. He was
Yeah,
going
yeah.
all in.
No,
yeah.
let me tell y'all what some crazy shit. So you know I wasn't keeping up with it like that. I just knew his life was getting fucked up back in the day because he got caught having sex with a bunch of women. The one that put him on blast and was releasing the text messages of him, Jocelyn James, the porn star.
It was a porn star that
It was
started all that.
Okay, so I found this out, right? I found this out. I don't know, something popped up and I was like, holy shit, you're the reason like he got on blast? I didn't know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guess what her porn website was?
What?
I'm sexting Jocelyn James.
I'm sexting.
Sexting. Because that's what she released to the public.
Damn.
Do you remember when his
Yeah,
text
yeah.
message was getting released?
Yeah.
It was hers. They were sexting and shit, and she was releasing and leaking his text message online.
That is
That's
crazy.
weak. That's
Can't
really
trust
weak.
nobody.
And then her website was I'm sexting Jocelyn James.
That's
Side
so
note,
weak.
are y'all ready for me to take it to the next level?
Yes.
Guess who followed me on Instagram like 6 months ago?
The same chick?
Jocelyn James.
What are you talking about?
Oh damn!
Official?
Official. 100%
Why?
official Tisha
Like-
and me liking my pictures every so often. Facts.
That's crazy.
Facts.
shit.
I will show you after this shit.
She wants sexed.
Hey, she not gonna be able to get me caught up because I'll still hit.
Caught up,
And when
got
I'm
you
not
feeling
texting you, and when I call, but
Okay.
Well, I mean,
What's
you're
up?
not married. I mean, like, yeah, you
yeah. But just in case I say some wild shit, I'll never put anything. I'm never gonna say nothing too crazy wild, just because I know I didn't. She
Nah.
made a whole like she fucking springboarded that into she was already popping in the porn world, but she really springboarded that to a website. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
she
yeah,
making
that's
money off this.
crazy.
Yeah,
You gotta
franchise,
prove, that shit's
man.
crazy when you use somebody that much.
How do you promise material in that kind of business? If you know what I mean, like, how do
Well,
you
she's in
come out with
porn, so
solid
now
material all the time?
you're gonna be booked twice as. Well, now your booking rate just went up.
Well, my thing is that she's getting dates to get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If
Yeah,
it's
that's
sexting her,
true.
then she's hooking up with these dudes personally, casually.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's a
true.
whole nother kind of business she's doing there. Like, that's
Yeah.
damn.
Like, fucked up.
Right, that's almost dangerous. Like, you're doing the
is.
most.
So okay, so some like I put down the most violent moment of the social media
Yeah, that's a
streets,
good,
or just
yeah,
the
that's a
thing.
good one, man. We can have fun with that one.
We did the movie thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. We got movies down.
Oh,
music.
music. How would you exactly?
We can.
like.
I'll
Like,
just
is
put
it
music, and in parentheses, I'll put reviews.
reviews and maybe
New releases.
anticipation? Yeah, anticipation for
okay.
new release
Okay.
albums
Okay.
that are coming out by our artists that we're looking
Yeah.
to
Reviews.
looking up to or looking forward to.
Projections. Oh, projections definitely.
Yeah.
Because I know in hip hop, I like to try to guess a nigga's sales for the
predictions?
for the,
Yeah.
for the first week of sales. I like to do that shit. It's
Yeah.
fun.
And I feel like we gotta pick a intro outro song that be the
Sharome's going to be on that.
He's
good?
He's going to definitely take care of that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I have a good idea for it. I haven't put everything I need to put together for him that I can hear in it.
Yeah.
Because I want to send him a bunch of audio clips of shit. So, and then he kind of cuts together. But I got the perfect idea.
Okay.
I actually need to get on it. I know he's busy. I wanted to give him time while he was out there. To just like get his whole shit acclimated and
His
shit
feet
like
on the
that.
ground,
Yeah, get his feet on the ground.
Right.
And I wasn't exactly ready because I was ready, but at the same time, it was going to be good to get this conversation out before we went there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could have done it we could have been started off with official music, but it's going to be just nice to see that in transition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the meantime, I say that Masego coffee joint.
Yeah.
But see, then I don't know if we have to worry about copyright.
Is
and
it a
shit like
copyright
that.
thing?
I don't know.
On YouTube, well, YouTube is actually they are
SoundCloud.
hard
SoundCloud
on
cracked down
copyright.
on it.
You know,
They
like
are,
some of my
yeah.
videos, like people can't even view on their phones,
Right.
Because it has famous songs in it.
Is it running?
What?
Oh, bro, I don't know. That hit seemed so hard just now. I thought it was something different about this shit.
It's like a backwoods cigarette.
Yeah, I was like,
It's like
Damn.
what?
that
I'm ready
shit.
for that.
I don't know, man. Shit got
They
me.
changed the recipe on
I
you,
don't
man.
trust this cigarette.
No, you smell that?
Oh nah, he just high, man.
don't
What did
know.
I tell you about coke, man?
No, I don't know. Something's wrong with that one, bro.
Uh-oh.
Something's different.
That's a
about
dud, man.
Yeah,
They
man.
can't all be good. They make like $20 million a day. They
See
can't
what
all
happens
be
when we
good.
talk about the
Yeah.
suspicion of Tupac.
They might have rolled a whole tobacco worm up in that motherfucker.
it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something
Okay, so
about,
you tasted a difference, or you felt a difference.
something about that one wasn't. It was something completely different from that one. I've never done that. I've never had to go like this
Right.
and examine it to make sure I didn't miss something. You know, that was weird. And I'd gladly let that go.
It
You know what I'm
shouldn't
saying?
taste any different ever.
Ever. It should be standard.
You know,
All
if-
20 should be the exact same.
If it is
So,
what it is, it is what it is.
yeah, we're gonna let that. We're
that
gonna
one
charge.
hit that one hit you
We're gonna
wrong.
let. We're gonna charge that one to the game 100%.
We're gonna bury that
I
one.
feel bad. Is this unprofessional if I open the beer on the thing? It's definitely gonna come on the audio.
Yeah, but so hold it close so it sounds even more crisp.
Just even just
Oh, it
go ahead and
sounds
make
so-
that like.
Yeah,
go ahead
but
and
you
make it
mean
official.
your
You
ice
have no
house
idea
beer?
that's what's
You don't
happening
know what
right
I'm
now.
trying to. Oh damn! Did you want one?
Oh yeah, I could get one. Well,
You want a non? What for whatever
the one
reason?
in there is
both of them
probably
are-
colder. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
let me
been
get a
sitting
cool
up
one.
against other cold
There
ones.
you go.
yeah.
All right, hold yours up really close to the mic and get a good audio of it.
Crack
We're gonna
that.
be completely silent. Y'all have no idea how sweet that sounds.
Yeah, I say that sounds really crisp.
Y'all have no idea how sweet that just sounded. I'm definitely pulling that audio. What
It's
is
one
it?
of those sounds.
Then you have
That's
to go-
at, that's
It's
at
one of those
45
sounds like
minutes.
it's weird that I think everybody kind of likes. It's almost soothing. The sound of a can opening.
Yeah.
Also, maybe I'm weird for this. Am I the only one that likes the sound of like somebody biting an apple? Is that weird?
Oh, no, no, I know
Something
what you're
about
saying.
that just sounds
Yeah.
like, damn, I want an apple.
Yeah. It
It
makes
sounds
it
Oh,
like it's
especially when it's like that nice snap.
Right? Yeah, good crispy
Yeah.
apple. Yeah, I'm saying that.
Oh yeah, I
damn.
know. I'm the same way. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's
nigga.
just crazy. It's one of those sounds like it does something to you. I don't know.
Yeah.
It does. I know
It's
exactly.
like
what you mean.
in your subconscious. You're just like, oh shit, now I want an apple.
But
And then now I want to drink when you're whenever you hear.
real
Whatever
quick,
it is.
I reviews I got coming up and projections. That was it, pretty much for music, right?
Predictions?
Predictions.
Oh yeah.
Predictions, yes.
Mine was projections. I guess, like
yeah.
like the sales and numbers projections.
That's right.
That's
Okay.
that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
of
I
it as.
think-
Okay.
But we can do predictions. But what would we do predictions on really?
I mean,
Like if it's good or not. But that's kind of what we.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
already
example
kinda-
that
Yeah, yeah,
comes
yeah.
to mind is like Marvel series predictions.
That's so yeah,
DC
and then we will put that in his then for the
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
thing. You know what I mean?
yeah. It'd
I
just
mean-
be like it'd be like whenever it's time, it'd just be like,
That's
okay,
gonna come up
here's
in
the movies
conversation
that,
anyway,
are
probably.
coming out. From DC, the next DC movie,
Right.
Wonder Woman just came out.
That's
or
true.
if
Yeah.
Life has a sequel.
Yeah,
Or if,
yeah. Or life.
You know,
Okay, so
Yeah.
we got music. Any other segment? I kind of do want to touch on just some shit that shit hit him.
I was just like,
But I kind of
Swinging
do
it.
want to touch on some shit that like happens in the news and mainstream media, but bruh, I just never tune into it for some reason. I don't know if you tune into it more often than I do, so then
somewhat.
you'd be able to bring some stuff in. You know what I mean?
I don't watch the news regularly, but
Me
I
neither.
do watch like the Daily Show, and they
See, I
they
don't
do
watch that.
politics,
Yeah.
but it's like from a comedic standpoint. So they're educating you on what's going on in the world, but they have a funny twist on it to
Yeah.
keep you engaged. So that's how I know what's going on,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't watch the news just
You'd
because
be
it's just
surprised how many
depressing
people
to me.
Get their news from Jon
From the
Stewart.
Daily- yeah,
type
Jon
show,
Stewart
yeah.
and
I mean, that's
Trevor
when I
Noah.
get my news from. Those clips I see. I won't watch
It's
the whole
funny
show.
news.
Because let's keep it real,
Yeah.
local news is horrible.
Yeah.
It's just someone got murdered, car accident,
back to back,
someone
it's
got
just
murdered,
horrible news,
and weather.
Yeah, dry inflection.
And see, that's one of the things I was talking about when going back to what I want to get out of this. I want us to get to the point where we put these local news broadcasters and all that shit, we put them to shame.
Yeah.
Like, and we chilling. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
they could put us on the news and put our whole
Yeah.
show online or on a TV platform because we're that nice. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
If we could get to the point where we have the numbers to delegate like that, once you can delegate and you can give somebody the task to give us material and or you give people to give us, that thing where we can bounce ideas, it will become a lot more cohesive project altogether.
Yeah.
I think that
So it's like
it'll make all the difference. Or we do the legwork. For the time being, we got to do the legwork ourselves.
we all got to do the legwork. Yeah.
Yeah. Because right now, I mean, all I can say right now is just Trump is acting a fool. But when is he not?
Exactly. And
So-
I'm pretty sure that's a consensus at this point. So
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know I'm gonna try to walk. So
regular.
maybe we can like all agree to bring like
one piece a piece, at least.
I'm thinking at I was thinking 2 at least.
Or 2, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
2 to 3, but 2 definitely. Something
Yeah.
like that. Because then we always got something.
Can handle that.
And then if we even get to him, we get to him. If we don't, we don't. You know,
Yeah,
One
just
of
have
those
him in our back
situations.
pocket.
Yeah, we just always got
Whenever
shit
we
just
need it.
on the go at all times. You know.
And we can sit down here an hour before and tie them together how we
How we're gonna get to one from
yeah
one for,
the way that we
one
feel
to
like
the
it's
other.
gonna go well or whatever. Yeah, it's granted. Like I said, they're only hearing this part of it because we're giving them the
This
behind the
is-
scenes episode.
Yeah, this is how shit gets worked
This
out.
is like
people.
Yeah.
you guys are in the meeting,
Right.
Yeah.
The meeting room right now.
Okay, we can dive into that later. So I'll do light politics.
Yeah, politics light
Oh,
in the segment.
you know what? That's why. I know what it was.
What? Oh, is it mixing with that shit or something?
It was burning the fucking guts.
Oh,
So that smell and the aroma of the guts got into the cigarette.
that's exactly what that
That's
was.
what it was.
You had a little bit of Dutch there just for a second.
Yes,
some
that's
some
what it was.
swishes.
You're like, this ain't
It
right.
was swishes.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Nobody smokes
Unfamiliar.
swishes with them full.
nigga, there's a guy at my job right now who
Who
smokes
smokes
a Swishers every fucking day, dog.
No way.
No, I'm not playing, bro.
My thing is, when you buy
And
a
it smells
Swisher
like
at
a
a gas
blunt.
station, when you buy a Swisher at a gas station, you're liable to get followed by a cop from
Yeah.
there out
Yeah, I
to
got
your
a
house.
fart.
Just because they know where you going.
So you should have put your mic on it.
Is that going to pick up? It didn't pick up.
No, that shit was silent, so I hope it's not deadly for y'all's sake.
Yeah, I'm about to say, damn, man, because I'm really at this table with you right
I
now.
got you.
Yeah,
What?
you're going to have to cloud that out.
yeah.
That don't even seem like it's going to help.
smoky fart out.
Right now, it's some smoky ass.
yeah.
Yeah, that's much better.
What if I just like lit it? What if I just inhaled and the shit was a little flame?
Ooh, like a little flare, a little
Yeah.
fireball for a second.
That'd be
Fucking
the intro.
The chins on my hair fucking just.
What? Well, cause see, a problem is that I feel like when you fart, it traps it in your pants. That's why it lingers for so long. It traps it in your drawers.
That's why,
So-
and that's why you can't be wearing pants a bunch of days in a row.
Right.
Like
Or
your
you
ass
fart
has
so
been,
I get trapped in there.
but not only that, your ass has been sitting in the same spot
Yeah.
like over and over again. You're like,
that's
hell,
bad
like
news.
your smell is gonna go to the gene material. Like,
Yeah.
quick-
Is it gonna
yeah.
ingrain?
Yeah,
It's
you
right
can't be
there.
wearing them shits 3, 4, 5
No.
times.
Like,
in a
Girls
row.
must have it worse because
Not in the summertime.
tight.
You can't. If
Definitely
you,
not in the
if you
summertime.
have
In the wintertime, you can though.
right, if you have
In the
multiple
wintertime, you
pairs
can.
of pants and you wear them one day and then you put them in the closet and they stay there for a
Yeah,
week and then
that's-
you bring them back out, they're
there's
fine.
nothing wrong
Honestly,
with that, yeah.
yeah, you honestly can get away with that.
But
for
in
a
the
long
summer,
time.
when your ass is sweating,
Yeah.
and your whole body in general, but AKA
Yep.
your ass is part of your whole body is sweating.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
maybe twice if you
Yeah.
had low energy the first time you wore them.
Right. Because,
You
I
know
mean,
what I'm
like, admittedly, all right, so as long as y'all have known me, I really, honestly, I don't even wash T-shirts like that, y'all. I really don't. Like, I don't know if that's new information to y'all. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe I've been thinking this whole time. Y'all just failed
Nah,
to tell me.
no,
But
I would never
honestly,
know, nigga.
I really never wash T-shirts. I just cycle them. I don't
Yeah,
wear them
yeah.
all the time back to back. And if it's a hot day, you let that mug chill for a while. You let it kick it for a minute.
Yo, that's some funny
But-
shit.
I mean,
I never
hang
knew
it
that.
back. I hang it back up when like I
It's
wore
still
it for the
fresh.
day, and
It's
yeah,
still
I didn't like
fresh,
sweat
yeah.
it up or anything.
Right now, if I sweat it
Yeah.
up, I'm gonna wash it.
Yeah,
Don't get me
put
wrong.
it in the
Exactly.
hamper.
Exactly.
Yeah, if
put
I
it in
put
the
like
hamper.
rings under the arm or something, of course, yeah, I'm gonna wash that.
yeah, in the back and shit.
Yeah, but
I feel
certain
like
things-
once
If
I
it's
reach,
good,
once
most
I
days
reach,
is good. I'm just like shit.
yeah, most days. But I'm a sweating ass motherfucker though.
Me too.
So
I can't lie, I am.
Yeah. So if I pretty much know what
in
level of
summertime.
sweat I need to get to.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, these clothes are soiled now.
Yeah.
Because of the level of sweat
That's
that I
got
hit
to
today.
go in the air. Like the bacteria
has-
level in this is
That has to be washed.
it's
You know
too
what I mean?
high.
Because I just be sweating my ass off, bro.
Sometimes it gets
That's
like
why
that.
in the summertime I wear like fucking. Like,
Gotta have
like
underclothes.
beaters and shit.
Underclothes are big, like a wife beater or undershirt.
I don't understand the people who
Like,
don't
I
wear
have-
undershirts.
Okay, now under t-shirts, honestly, like this. Oh no, see, I thought you had a white t-shirt on. Yeah, see, like
yeah,
undershirts,
that's
like like see, like under V-necks, can't do it, bro. That's that's way too
yeah.
much clothing.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like it's in the
really?
Wild West, bro. I feel like that's way. Now wife beater, I always have wife beater on.
Yeah.
That's like that's standard.
I be doing the
Yeah.
t-shirt, the crew neck.
The crew neck,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That makes
Crew
you
neck undershirt.
sweat, man. That makes
I
you
do
sweat
that.
so bad.
Yo, you know who got the best ones? Costco.
I believe
really?
it.
The
With the wick away,
best, nigga. No, the Kirklands.
right?
The Kirkland signature. Them shits are heavy,
Shit.
but they're too heavy for the summer. Too fucking heavy, bro.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they're regular t-shirts. You wear that as your white t-shirt for the
Oh,
day.
okay.
That's how heavy
Yeah.
and good they are. Like
Yeah.
good ass quality. And then the black ones, you wash them bitches a million times, they do not fade.
That's what's
Oh
nice.
shit! Damn,
Bruh,
Nice.
be washing them over and over
See?
again, bruh. It takes so many washes for them to lose their jet black.
Yeah.
See, because that might actually be the real reason why I think I don't wash T-shirts as
It
much.
ruins them.
Is because you
You
get
will
a
burn
vintage.
through
You ever
your
had a vintage
t-shirt, bro.
T-shirt? You throw that in the washing machine. That thing is not the same after the first wash.
Yeah.
and that's
is
like,
very
that-
true.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, my black
That
shirt
is
is
very
not.
It's not the same the first
As
because
black as the
it
one I
already
bought.
has some. It already has some fade to it, but they put it right to the right point of
That's very true.
of faded. Because that's the reality is that vintage shirts. You paying for a shirt that looks worn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to say worn, but it looks. Yeah, it looks
It's
like
got some
you-
age to it.
Yeah, like it's like you actually it was made in the '90s and now you just found it again.
Yeah.
Like politics.
Yeah.
What else? I'm trying to keep.
Oh, I thought you would. Yeah, I thought you were talking about. The shirt is warm.
No, I keep
like
trying to get back on
politics.
topic because that's like the thing
Yeah.
that I'm trying to like.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
one of the
yeah,
things.
You brought it right back around.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
see,
yeah.
we're getting used to it right
Yeah.
now. We talk about farts.
What other segment ideas do we have? Music, politics,
I'd have to get
crazy
back to
shit
you on that
online.
Because that was the only ones I had when I came
let's
to just
see,
like movies and music. Yeah.
My friend Joy from high school and my sister's friend from college, and we all went to high school together. She's a nurse now, so I told her that if she develops like a health and wellness thing, we can have her in here every other week for
Give
2
like little
weeks.
tips.
Yeah, like new health discoveries, health tips. This is what the fuck is going on in the world, health wise.
Yeah.
Things that you could better yourself. She could put together like a 5-minute thing where she schools us on it. Then we talk to her about it for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then that'll be her segment every other week.
Yeah, that
So I
sounds
was
cool.
thinking of that too.
That sounds dope.
Okay.
Just be like, hey, they're curing fucking disease with this now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, if you drink that, it cures this. All right.
Exactly, because I'm not gonna keep up with medical news like she is. She's in the hospital, so
Right.
she's gonna hear about the hot shit and the new
Yeah.
shit. So that'd be a nice perspective to have.
Yeah.
And I have some level of interest in the whole homebrew, if you will, operate. Like I mean, and not necessarily just
natural
like
remedies.
beer, like liquids necessarily, but I mean that whole concept of like making things that you could buy at your house. I'm kind of
Yeah.
I'm all about that. Like I said, I am.
Jasmine got into that for a nice little minute. That shit is the best.
Yeah,
No,
I think that's,
You like do your own home concoctions for like lotion.
Yeah.
Oh
toothpaste.
yeah.
So
I think some people, some people
you know,
make
just
their own soap.
just random
Right.
shit. You know what I mean? But you do it yourself.
Without little like what they put
Yeah.
in stores and stuff like that these days.
It's like if
Things
you
that
like
kinda
jerky, why not just make it yourself?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, and that's I'm all about those types of things. I mean, I have some interest level in that, so I'm hoping that I can bring a little bit of that element
Every week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not every week, but whenever
not
whenever you feel like you
Whenever,
wanna- you got
right? Yeah,
something
when
new,
it's appropriate. Yeah, or when I have something
Yeah.
to say about it. And that's,
Yeah. Well, because we'll have so many different topics we can bounce from.
Yeah.
Bounce in and out of and bounce to and from that we won't have to do every segment every single time we do the podcast. You know what I mean? We'll find through the audience as well, we'll find which ones people are gravitating to more.
Yeah.
So those are the ones we'll start to do every week. So that's what we'll have to like listen to the listeners and find out they really like this while into the week. That's something we got to do every day. They really like that music review or projections or the coming up. So we got to do that every week. And then the other shit we can just sneak in every so often.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I was gonna say like maybe in the music one, maybe at some point in the music section we could maybe we could bring up maybe like indie artists that don't get enough shine and just put them on blast and be like, hey, you guys should check
local.
this artist. Yeah, and local. Yeah. He's like, check these artists out, check their music out or whatever.
True.
You know,
I want to have
instead of just talking about the big people.
Okay, and then I put that down. I'm definitely with that.
Just came to me.
I definitely want to, because I definitely want to focus on like, I definitely want to bring people in that are business ownerships, business mind, people who have done it and are successful. Those are the type of people I want to interview as well. People on the come up in their grind, business people, black owners, black businesses, people who have done it and actually making a career off of it and have actually good, solid advice to come into and shit like that. I think that'll be dope too.
Yeah. Who's the shrimp people that you like eating at their place? The shrimp and
Jack Seafood.
interview somebody
Seafood
there
and
and be like,
soul
wait,
food,
so
yeah.
tell me, why,
Right.
You have the best service.
I definitely want to interview him.
Yeah.
I
Be
definitely
like, so when did
That'd
you
be
start
crazy.
doing that and
If
all
you
that
get
stuff?
things like that arranged, yeah, I mean that'd be.
That sounds really great, man.
I don't seem all that difficult.
It's not, bro. It's not.
It
I don't
really
think
is
it's.
not.
I don't think it's
Wait,
hard
what
at
is?
all. Just
Yeah, I think-
organizing the interviews.
Oh no,
right.
yeah. Like,
But just having stuff like
I
that.
think I've had to interview people. Maybe like when I was in like film school or something like that. We had to like, we had to interview each other at some point. I think there was because I remember like writing down questions for something. I can't even remember what we did,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I remember like having to do that and have them answer and then just have the next question ready. You know.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a follow-up question. And sometimes
Um,
a follow-up question would just be like something you make up on the spot because of what they said. So it's not even anything you wrote down.
What if we run we make the guest participate in some sort of, I don't want to say necessarily like a game, but we have something that we'll have to brainstorm on that idea itself. But some sort of, like I said, more or less a game that they have to participate in, that we do every episode. Something that is consistent. At the end.
Or every time we have a guest.
Right, yeah, exactly. Or every time we have a guest, we put it right at the end. We're like, all right, y'all know
So
what
every
time
time,
it is.
every time a guest is here, we do
and
this.
we make them
Yeah.
do something that's not necessarily difficult, but that's not easy.
No, you know what?
Easy.
Snoop Dogg does that. So
What?
every time he has a guest, he plays finish the sentence with them.
Okay.
So he'll be like hot or cold, and then he'll be like Megan Good or Megan Fox.
Oh.
What's your favorite position?
Wait,
what's the first
Megan
thing-
Good, by the way.
So
What's the first thing? What's the first thing you think of? What's the first thing you do in the morning? What's your morning ritual? Who would you see, dead or alive? What's your biggest inspiration?
So he does like a speed round 25 question or
Yeah,
20
he
questions.
He does it,
21,
and it's
whatever.
probably like 5. No, it's probably 10 questions.
Yeah.
10 question speed
10
round.
good questions.
And he tells him, you say the first thing that comes to your mind, and he goes.
It's
So
like
that's one thing
playful
he does.
questions. Yeah, it's
Exactly,
like
they're all
the first
playful.
part is like actual factual questions, and then like
'Cause,
the
yeah,
last
the
last
way-
ones are just fun.
Yeah, because the way he lines them up, it's like you can take it funny or you can actually answer it. So
That's
it's
what I
like,
think would be the best.
because
way to
one
go
of
with
them was like, "What's your favorite position?" Of
Yeah.
course, this nigga Pharrell says, "In her mind."
Oh
it.
shit!
In her mind, is that what he said?
I was like, "This nigga Pharrell." Boy.
I'm like, please
He
tell
tryna
me they
fuck him up.
sent you
So
the
it's funny.
questions before you showed up, so that
they
you
don't,
could
bro.
make that answer.
It's the first thing that comes to their head.
That's
so
some Erykah
like,
Badu type shit.
So like,
Yeah.
like in some girls is like doggy style, or some
Yeah.
niggas is like from the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's just you kind of find out who the person kind of is by the
Yeah,
way
yeah.
they answer those.
And he probably means it too. Shit, for
Yeah.
real. Like, he
So
probably
he's-
is like attracted to people's minds.
So yeah, that would be cool if we develop something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, something
So
on
that's
that
good.
level
Yeah.
to do it every time we do with the guest. Develop activities to do with a guest. Every guest.
Yeah, every guess.
Let's see.
But so far, it's like developing really well. Like it seems like
Yeah.
we're structuring. You know,
Right.
Putting it together.
we're
Yeah.
putting the show together.
Expand interview.
on the show.
I'm gonna say I put expanding interviewees, but I'm gonna say expanding interview.
It's like, don't worry, you don't have to tell them.
Interviewees in genres.
They don't have to know.
So like, we're not just gonna interview a bunch of hip hop people. I just met the owner of the Deep South, or I just met the owner of so and so, and I talked to them, let them know what we did, and that's another reason why I wanted to have a couple episodes out first, just so people knew at least what quality it is. It doesn't look like no bullshit.
Yeah, we have to maybe like build.
You gotta
it up
you
just
gotta build a little bit of trust,
Yeah.
because you don't want to come to my thing if you don't even see it anywhere, and then it's just like, I mean, to come to that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Have it at least look good. So even if you don't know what it is, you look at it, you're like, hey, it look like you really doing it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah.
clearly people are checking it out. So, and that's going to expand our brand at the end of the day. You know,
So
when
you guys have a theme
because
song?
we can interview an actor that you know.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I can reach out to all the local artists and let me know what your experience has been like growing up in a local indie. What's the grind like? What does it feel
What's
like
it
to
around
you?
like in NC and-
We meet a business owner. We meet somebody who owns a small business. We meet somebody that owns a large business. We fucking anybody can be interviewed.
Yeah.
Right.
You make money off of Instagram by showing your ass. Yo, tell me what that shit's like.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
where did it start?
Yeah.
You know, like anybody can get interviewed because we want to know about everything.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? So definitely expanding like people to interview. Everybody
Yeah.
could be talked about.
Yeah.
Or anybody can be asked questions. So I think that'll be dope.
Yeah.
For sure, popularity will definitely have some sort of effect on your ability to book guests. No
It will.
doubt.
It will. It will.
So we're gonna have to.
Maybe we should start low, then, like
Right.
Oh yeah,
interview the
you
people
always
that we know.
start low and
Yeah.
grow high.
Interview
Yeah.
the local people, and we start that way, and then
Right.
build up to.
But I
Yeah.
do
should
feel
start-
as though we can still bring good quality content without name dropping all the time.
Exactly.
And that's not necessary,
And I think one of the like the coolest things about it is that we all know people that are low time doing things, and we all know people that are big time doing things.
Yeah.
So like I might know somebody that's big time doing things, and he sells. I don't fucking know. He sells fucking shrimp every week. Like that's what he does. That's his job.
Yeah.
But he makes 6 figures doing that shit a year, and I just happen to know him because I just know him from a random job we did back in the day.
yeah.
But then I also know the nigga that literally just started rapping last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then same with you. Like your next door neighbor. Yeah, he's owned a successful lawn company for the last 15 years. Like we can interview him. He has a lot to say. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
there's all these people that we know that might not seem big to you just because it's like, who the fuck is this nigga? But at the same time, we're about to show you who he is, and he's about to tell us how he did it. You know what I mean?
How he got to where he is.
Or how she got to where she is, either way, So I think it's going to be cool because it's like, we don't think about it now. You don't think about it now. You might not think about it now. You might not think. And then as we start doing it and developing in it, it's like you just like, yo, I've been cool with this motherfucker for like 6 years. I should definitely interview you. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even realize you probably got mad game you can kick. You know what I mean? Like, because that one thing that you do it the best that I've ever seen. You know what I mean? So that'd be cool. And if we all know people that I know it won't even come to light, like, I'll just run into them one day and just be like, oh shit, I forgot about you. Like I didn't forget about you, but damn, bro, let's talk. Like
I didn't forget about you, but I forgot about you.
So it'd be cool, One of the powerful things that's going to do is that's going to expand us big.
Yeah.
That's going to expand us big because it's even if they don't.
No, because then those people will be like, check out my interview on this.
Exactly.
On
Right.
this
And it's our
podcast.
job to make
so
them
it's
look
like
good.
advertising for you as well.
Yeah, and it's our job to make them look good at the same time. You're in here for a reason. I'm going to make you. I'm not going to make you. I'm not going to like dog you the whole time in here. Some wild shit. But
So then that's how they do it too. It's like with their fan base,
Mutual
or if
benefit.
they have a fan base.
mutual benefit.
They'll-
Mutual
yeah.
benefit. Exactly. Develop activities to do it every guest. So right now on segment ideas, we have product of the week, movies that are about to come out in updates, like the craziest thing you've seen on social media, music, interviews, projections, coming ups, indie artists and local artists, light politics, nurse joy, natural remedies, expanding interviewees and genres, develop an activity to do with every guest. Can we think of anything else right now? We got a pretty decent list right now.
Yeah, that's pretty stacked.
Because this list can always it's going to continue to get bigger.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, like, I don't think we're gonna solve it all tonight.
We're not. It's all about getting it rough.
But
It's all
we got
about
like
getting
a good basis,
good skeleton
right now.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because I mean, like I could sit here and
There's
just
room to
throw
grow.
like little
we
ideas.
can
at you
go
all
for
night.
2
I
hours
really
just
could.
throwing shit out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm literally just the moment that we were sitting here, I just thought about the idea. I was like, you know what, your nephew wanted to be involed. Why don't we let him we're gonna get played out on the drum set
Exactly.
by your
Oh,
nephew,
yeah.
and just let him play us out. Like just let,
Yeah.
just
Here's
let
the
him-
musical
just let him
guest.
go hard, right? That's. I think that kind of like that's little shit like that. I just think of the dumbest shit. I can't
Yeah.
you know,
It's
I just-
playful.
but we can go all night with that for real.
Let's see.
Yeah, like the show will continue to grow from like whatever we did tonight. It'll evolve and grow and add
Right.
some stuff anyway.
And I like that it's, I think it's pretty cool. It's in a weird state, it's in a strange stage, and that it's just beginning, and that it's kind of professional, but I think that's kind of the element that we're working within right now. Is that
Yeah.
it's unprofessional, but
It's
but
professional.
yet it's kind of professional though. It's kind of
Yeah.
this is what everybody else does.
Yeah.
We're just doing it out of a garage right now.
Yeah.
Which in itself is kind of badass, honestly.
Yeah, it
So,
is.
Like, I think that in
That would
itself
be crazy if we're doing this in the garage and then like a year or two later it's like holy shit we're in a fucking building.
Yeah.
With it's like our name on the door.
Come up. Exactly. Like you gotta come.
Whoa,
somewhere,
whoa.
man.
How does that-
I'm using a fucking mic to scratch my face. But oh shit.
Garage life, man.
But
Scratch it right there.
so pretty much what I have in this document so far is I have people's names that are involved in the 3O podcast, their titles, their job descriptions, the answers to what do we want out of the podcast this year. Got some other questions. We can answer those off the air. Let's see. Skills we want to develop, what direction we want to go, segment ideas. Trying to think of anything else that we might need to like kind of write down on a piece of paper, just so even the dumbest thing, but if it has something to do with the integrity and lifespan of the podcast, it's something that needs to be written down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys can think of any other thing that maybe we should definitely go over or
I don't know. We covered a lot.
covered a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm not really sure.
I'm not either sure either. I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with what we got so far. We got a lot so far.
But like I said,
Because I mean, of course, there's a lot of gray area. That's kind of obvious.
There's so
you
much
know?
gray area and
You
so
know,
much
like using actual names with people that we interact with on a regular basis. Of course, it's off limits.
Yo, you know what I was thinking? We got to get you because you don't have Instagram, do you?
I do actually.
Oh, you do? Okay. You know.
I got a low key Instagram.
Yo, so funny shit. So I put, or you might want to make like your characters. Like you can have a personal, like if you want us to put your personal Instagram out, we can.
Right.
Or you can make another Instagram that's like linked to the stuff that I tag you in.
Right.
So you can decide whether you want to do that.
Yeah.
But for your Instagram tag, for the last video that I put out a 12-minute segment on YouTube of the last episode.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've ever seen how I've done the videos at the end. On the YouTube videos.
On the YouTube.
On the YouTube videos, I do rolling credits at the end. While
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
over the
yeah.
screen. You seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for Jeff's last week, I didn't know what his Instagram was, so I put @coming soon.
That's right. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so I was like,
Yep.
yeah, that shit look kind of cool. Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, that's what I put because I didn't know what it was.
And then he
'Cause
just,
I was like,
and then
'cause
you
I
just go ahead and name it that.
Yeah, because I thought I had him on Instagram, and then I looked it up. I just put his regular name, and it didn't pop up. So I was like, I'll just put this for now. This will be a place
Yeah,
filler.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I don't even know what name. I'm pretty sure I used my regular name. I don't know. I did something weird when I put my Instagram account together.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I don't know. I feel like I'm following you though, but I can't remember what the fuck it is.
Because I feel as though I have seen videos you've posted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe
yeah.
I follow you. So
yeah.
maybe there's
I don't know, man. I don't know.
there's
Who
something
fuck-
there.
Yeah, who fucking knows? But we'll figure it out. So I'll know what to tag and all stuff. Yeah, I mean, we pretty much got quite a bit. So, I mean, at this point, this is like all a work in progress, I guess.
Oh, maybe like some of the early interviews that we could interview each other.
oh,
remember?
God
Yeah.
damn, yo, I just scratched the shit out my lip. Like, holy shit.
Damn.
Oh
Thought I
shit!
took some skin. I
Ladies and gentlemen, he's bleeding on the show.
yeah, bro. I took a nice little scratch, but
shit.
yeah. So
Yeah,
the
interview
interviewing each other thing, I'm
So
ready
then they
to.
could get to know us.
I'm ready to start that soon. I'm thinking even next week, and I was thinking we'll do your interview
Yeah.
first.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so we'll do your interview first. I was talking to Lauren earlier this week, and I told him this week or next week, not this week, because right when I thought of doing this like on air, I was like, we'll definitely need this on air one, and then next week we'll go into that and we'll start our interviewing thing. So yeah, and I was
Yeah.
thinking you first. We can do you, and then y'all can interview me
Yeah, and then you see this way it'll be like a test run for other people.
because we got to practice.
Yeah,
we got to
gotta
practice.
with
I
each other.
Used to that.
want to at least knock out.
Yeah,
My interview, your interview, Jeff's interview, Lauren's interview, like the homies. I want to interview each other.
So then by the time we get
so
to
that me and you can
people we
already
don't
be,
know.
we can be clicking by the time we get our guest in here.
yeah,
And we know how to feed off each other's questions. Like we know what position to take in the question taking and how to tag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause I think we definitely need that. So I think that'll be good. So like once we do our,
Man,
so it'll be good too. Because when we interview each other, like when I interview you next week,
Yeah,
I'll have practice at interviewing at like lead mic kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then when
Yeah.
you interview me, you'll be lead mic and Lauren will be your support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whoever becomes your support in the interview.
yeah.
So that'd be cool where we both learn how to take a lead mic or lead position
Yeah.
in interviewing and knowing how to everybody playing their
Yeah, I'm
role
definitely up for
position.
that.
Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. So I'm thinking next week we can start interviewing. So I'm gonna start putting questions together and doing my research and shit like that anyway.
Yeah.
And then after that we can do my interview, and then after that we can either do Lauren or Jeff's interview if they both want to have an interview. Then at that point we'll start small and we'll start
Yeah.
going, and then maybe we'll start
Baby
taking
steps.
breaks after that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll space them. I don't know. I kind of want to do heavy interviews for like, See, low key, I low key in my heart want to record twice a week. In my heart,
Really?
yeah, but I know it's intense for other people because I only have to come to my backyard. Y'all have to come from your location
Yeah,
at the end of the day, you know.
And
So
during
I'm
the
not
week,
that.
I'm like until 10 p.m. Oh well, I mean it depends. Like,
Yeah, you know what I
do it
mean.
after
So
10.
I'm mindful of that too, where it's like I can't keep calling people every time. Like I was thinking I would do some on my own anyway. Like if I have a perfect moment to just go, I would just practice one, lay episode down,
Yeah.
just to have it anyway.
They don't necessarily have to have any specific set time.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just-
you know what I mean. Where I just kind of
on
just
there.
do it, you know,
Yeah, if you
hone the
got
skill
material.
because the more material, I just want to collect so much material. I don't know what to
Right.
do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm like that. I don't know, for some reason I just want to have so much content. Because I know how powerful content is. So
Right.
it's like
Yeah.
even if I'm not able to call everybody and get them over here because it's I can get something popping in 5 minutes. Like I still
Yeah.
want that content so bad. Like I'm like a content whore right now. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but then even if I do something in between, it doesn't matter. We're still coming back. AJ the Menace, Shane, and Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
And we have this structured show. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think it'll be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still trying to think. That's something we can think about because it was like when we start doing our interviews next week, and then the week after that is my interview, and then the week after that will be somebody else. Should we go on an interview role? You know what I mean?
Interview role.
Like a just straight interviews for like the next.
Oh,
Because it's kind of because kind of like when you do interviews, it's kind of like you can just get into a role where we just got somebody different every week, and we're
Yeah.
just banging them out. But then it's like knowing when to take that time for just us too. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how to make that perfect balance yet.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
because
don't
it's
know
not
if
something
people
we've
wanna-
done. We've never been in that position yet either.
Yeah.
Where we've been on the last 6 episodes. Like we've interviewed somebody the last 6 episodes. That seems kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
6 months in, we might be like, we need a couple episodes of just us.
Of just doing the structure that we were
Of
talking
just
about.
doing
Yeah.
our structure
The
and
daily-
just
I mean, not
reminding
daily,
them
but-
what the show is. You know what I mean? So maybe right now we can do 2 and 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'll-
Do them. Yeah. You know.
That'll be a nice
Two
little
at a time or
balance kind of
something,
thing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Doing 2 and 2, where it's like 2 interviews back to back,
Yeah.
2 show structures back to back, interviews, show structures. Then at that point,
Yeah.
we can just do anything at the drop of a hat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah.
that'd be something we can work out later in the future as well. So who
Yeah,
knows how that's
yeah.
going to go? But
Yeah.
I mean, I think we pretty much got a great.
Or it could just be like, you know,
We
one
got a great
weekend
work in
is-
progress right here, I think.
Yeah.
So this is all just needs to be expounded on really at the end of the day. And I mean, we could pretty much wrap this up for today if we wanted to.
Oh,
We're
is it-
at an
is it
hour
enough
and
time?
15 minutes, so
Oh,
we're at
okay.
amazing timing. We're trying to keep them to an hour,
Damn, I am
an
a
hour
lightweight.
15-minute limit.
That-
And really,
Tipsy.
we're
Iced
and,
House is secretly straight liquor. It's not
and
even
really
beer.
we're doing better because there's 5 minutes of just ramble in the beginning.
Oh.
Before we
Oh,
start,
yeah, yeah.
so really we're right here at an hour and 10 minutes, which is
Okay.
perfect. Which is kind of the limit I want to go for. Hour 15 will be our hard stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So right now we're at an hour and 10, so we're good.
That's good.
I think we did a lot. We got some
Yeah,
quality
pretty good.
content. So
yeah, we accomplished a lot.
yeah,
In
yeah.
an
So
hour.
it's funny. So like before this episode started, we had the conversation that we would have had with if we didn't have this meeting to come together.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had the conversation that we would have had on the air
Yeah.
before
yeah.
we went on
Oh
air.
yeah, yeah.
And then we went
got
on
it all
air.
out of our system.
We got it out of our system, so when we came here, we clocked in. And we did our
Yeah.
job. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
We were wilding out though. We were talking about something.
We were. Yeah, there were certain
From
parts of the
spiders
conversation.
Yeah.
Certain
yeah,
parts
yeah.
of the we
Sex
don't even,
toys and all that. Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
You don't want to know about it.
yeah. So it's like certain parts of the
Sex toys
conversation
for
will
men,
probably.
too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah, we'll be out of here, yo. We'll see y'all next week.
All right, so
Peace.